Oscar Bevis, IFL TV MTK Global, take 2 with Ishmael Ellis. I let you down there, didn't I? The sound just busted halfway. We actually started the interview by talking about a certain Kane Baker. Obviously, that's not what we're here for, but like I said, we don't really cover many of the Midlands shows and the Midlands rivalries. And he's hit the mainstream recently. He's going to appear on Dillian White's pay-per-view card, but you and him had a nice little Midlands rivalry back in the day that we've just been speaking about.
Yeah, we did have a little bit of a rivalry back in the day. We had a bit of tit for tat kind of thing. I can beat you and blah 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 blah. And then eventually we ended up getting a fight on together for the Midlands title. It was an epic show, man. We sold out. Both of us sold out loads of tickets, man. The place was absolutely rocking. Put on a good fight. Unfortunately for me, on the time, I wasn't feeling the best on the day. No credit away from Kane, man. He come and gave it 100, and he walked away with the win and the belt on the night.
Yeah, it's a good little scene down in the Midlands. It always looks like it's well produced in the Holt Suite. It really looks clean and professional, and some really good scraps in there as well. And that's where you've done the chunk of your career as well.
Yeah. Most of my fights have been at the Villa, which is good for me, obviously being a local Villa boy as well. It's a nice little venue. You know what I mean? It holds a good amount of people. You can create an epic atmosphere in there, and you get some really good scraps, especially some of the local derby scraps. Man, you get some real good fights out of it.
So there is a lot of local derby scraps in. Like there is a lot of, because obviously you and Kane's got that Villa Birmingham feel at the time, and obviously him going to away territory. Is there a lot of that sort of Midlands? I suppose in London there's like the postcode war thing. We've had it a few times. I remember Craig Richards, Andre Sterling, South London, West London, whatever. Is there a lot of that in the Midlands?
I wouldn't say that it's not like a big thing, but then obviously you'll get lads from different areas. You get like Wolverhampton and Walsall and kind of that kind of stuff. And then obviously you got the football aspect of it you got Villa Blues and West Brom and all of that. And then, fighting. And then just being alone, just being local lads, and it's like one of them, and you want to have the bragging rights within the area to be like, yo, I'm the top dog.
I get you. Well, it's Birmingham against Sheffield this Saturday. Dalton Smith. Was meant to fight Lee Appleyard. I think had a couple of other opponents put towards him. Ends up with you in front of him. Is this a good time to face him? He was preparing for Lee Appleyard, a big domestic scrap, and not that he's not prepared for you, but when you step in late, you're always a bit of a banana skin. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's obviously overlooking me and probably just thinking, this is going to be a walk in the park. But obviously, I think for him, because he's been training for that one person, and then it gets changed, and obviously it was so up in the air for him because loads of fighters was pulling out and I've come in. I think he probably does think in his head like, yo, Ishmael's just stepped up and took the fight on. He's obviously definitely confident to think that he can push me.
Yeah, I mean, you listened to Eddie yesterday at the press conference. They've got such a belief in Dalton as well, and he was talking about the target on his head. Yeah. I mean, what does this do for your career? Because there is a target when you face one of these prospects who are signed to Matchroom, signed to Queensbury. You beat them, you never know. It's pen to paper in the next couple of weeks. That's how boxing can work out.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, whatever I get from out of this experience, I'll take it with both hands. Obviously, a fighting contract would be absolutely beautiful. But yeah, for me at the minute, it's let's get it done tomorrow against Dalton. Let's put on a performance. Let's see what we can get out of it. You know what I mean? And I think it's the same likewise for him. We're both gonna get in there and put on a good show. And like I say, just see where it comes. Whatever I can get out of it, whether it's a contract, whether it's just another fight on a Matchroom show or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's absolutely amazing for me. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I can see you're relishing the opportunity, and a couple of people from the Matchroom team were saying yesterday it's actually nice and quite refreshing to see someone come in as a late replacement. But mean business, you're happy for the experience, but you're coming and talking yesterday like, I'm not pissing about it. I'm still coming here to win, and you're still going to meet Dalton in the middle, and you're still going to have it off. And you're not just coming here for a rollover and a payday.
Nah. I ain't coming here for a payday. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a little local hall fighter from Birmingham. There's loads and loads of fighters that I know that aren't fighting at the minute, and this is what I've said in other interviews. It's like we're getting offered opportunities, and a lot of the lads are like, "Oh, I ain't been training, I ain't ready." To me, as fighters, this is what you've got to do. You've got to step up. You've got to take the risk. At the end of the day, I could come out of my house today. I could end up getting in a fight with someone. I can't turn around to that geezer and be like, "Oh, wait a minute, mate, I ain't at a camp." Do you know what I mean? If you're a game guy, you just got to do it, innit? Do you know what I mean? anything can happen out on the roads, anything can happen out in the ring. All it is for me, I'm game, I'll get in there and I'll give it a go with you. Do you know what I mean? I ain't going to shy away and I ain't come here just to collect a paycheck and dip.
I love that people are going to start having camps for street fights. Fight outside the pub. Give me 2 weeks, we'll meet again. Tell us a bit about your fighting style for those who might have not seen you. You know, were you slick back foot boxer? You're going to go in there, meet Dalton in the middle and try and take his head clean off. What can we expect from you tomorrow?
I'm going to give too much of what I'm going to try and do to him because, you know.
He might be watching.
Yeah, exactly. You might be watching and all of that. But, no, man, I am really looking forward to fighting him because of his style. Do you know what I mean? I want to see what I can do with his style and how I can adapt to it and how I can push him. Because, like, you know, let's not get it wrong. Yeah, obviously he's a freaking brilliant boxer. He's been on the GB team and everything like that. But as well, you know, you need somebody to push you at times. And it's all good getting in there. You know, a lot of lads, they just fight loads of journeymen and bowl them over in a few rounds. But it'll be good for him as well to have somebody that's game. Someone that if you hit him, and they just shrug it off and come straight back at you. So it's a test for both of us. It's not just a test just for me of, oh, yeah, Dalton's well out your league. Do you know what I mean?
What are your plans in this game? Because obviously you would have gone into the game with the intention to achieve, whether it be the Midlands belt, to achieve a world title. What are your plans as you sit here now? Because obviously you didn't know you was going to get this opportunity and this could rocket your plans well up. You go and beat Dalton. But what are your plans? What have been your plans for the last couple of months, especially in the pandemic? Have you sat and thought, this is what I want to get out of boxing about something?
Yeah, my plans have always been the same from when I started. You know, I got into boxing because I stopped playing football and I'd done it for fitness and ended up fighting. And I've always been somebody that challenged myself. No matter what I'm doing, I will always challenge myself to try and do the best that I can within it. My goal from day that was at first to get a Midlands title and progress to the English. And that is still my goal is to become a Midlands and an English title holder, and you know, if I can get to that stage of the British title, I will get there. At the minute, I'd like to avenge 2 of my losses. One was the person that we were talking about at the beginning, and the other one was another local lad, which, you know, we could argue who won it that night. A lot of people were saying that I was the winner, and you know what I mean. But listen, that kid got the decision that night, and I've had to accept it and move on. But yeah, if I can avenge 2 of my losses on my record and work towards them 2 titles, that's my goal for now. And then once I've got to them, you know, work towards the British and whatever else I can do.
Yeah, just finally, no disrespect when I say this question, but sometimes you get people who are put in with a prospect and they lose, and then the promoter might go, I might put him in with my other prospect because he gave him rounds, he looked tough, and you can almost become like food for prospects. I know it sounds disrespectful, do you know what I mean? And obviously, that's not a route that, you know, you want to go down, because say Dalton beats you and you show certain things, do you see where I'm coming from? But you don't want to go down that route. You still have title dreams and ambitions.
Yeah. Regardless, you know, if I don't get the win tomorrow, obviously I am still going to be looking at my level in the Midlands where I want to get a Midlands title and work towards an English. But don't get me wrong, if I put on a good performance and Eddie does say, listen, I've got another prospect here, you know, I'll evaluate the situation and I'll take it still.
Sweet. Well, thanks for talking to me, Ishmael. And like I said, you're a breath of fresh air for a late opponent, not just going to get bowled over, so it's nice. And yeah, man, you must be buzzing for tomorrow. I mean, I'm buzzing. First show back of the year as well.
Oh, man, I'm absolutely buzzing. Like I say, originally we thought we probably wasn't going to get a fight until the end of March. So I was just, you know, ticking over training. And then literally last week, just got a phone call. I didn't even ask who the opponent was at first. I just says, yeah. And then later on the day, found out more information about it. And I was like, geez, man, this is going to be a massive opportunity.